all right. Y'all, this is such an incredible broadcast. I am too excited, too excited. So I want to welcome everyone to the first ever mukbang that I am doing live. So I'm gonna get y'all a couple of seconds to get on in here, so we can talk about what I have, what I'm wearing. You know what's so crazy? So when I'm watching these mukbangs, so this is movie and a mukbang. So y'all know we're gonna be talking about Antebellum. Um, gonna apologize in advance if this is giving y'all any type of spoilers and making y'all feel a little bit uncomfortable because you feel like too much of the movie is revealed. I definitely let everyone know that I was going to be reviewing this and doing a mukbang live with this review. So I gave y'all about a week, maybe a little over, maybe about 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm feeling really good. And if it looks like okay, I'm about to destroy what I have been doing as far as improving and keeping up with my physique, as you all know, this particular time of the year is very special for me because I always start the new year with a fast and reflection, and it's always so powerful. So this year I've been different. I have been doing a rolling fast. So if you all don't know what a rolling fast is, it is basically you basically go throughout a particular time period and you eat on some days. I mean, you fast on like 4 days, and then you um, and then you refeed. That's what it's called. You refeed for a day or two, and then you go back to the fast. So I've been doing that since, of course, the new year started, and y'all, I've already lost like 6 pounds, and we are only 8 days in. So it definitely does work. So I ate on New Year's Day, then I didn't eat for 2 years, 2 days after that, and then I ate for a day. And I mean, when I refeed, y'all, it's not like I'm doing these. I'm doing when I refeed, I'm doing fruits. I did chicken noodle soup one day. Well, it was chickenless noodle soup. I did a veggie burger one on the next day, and then I haven't. Then I did not eat for 2 days after that. So um, it does work. It does work. I will click a link to a channel that I follow that does the rolling fast if you would like to get more information about them. I am used to the traditional fast, which means I'll do either intermittent, or I'll just do straight water, or I will do a concoction that I have created called it is called a master cleanse. Or if you guys are familiar with cold snake juice, I did a couple of times. So I've been doing fasting for close to about really about 20, yeah, almost 15 years. Almost 15 years. Um, yeah, I'm trying to keep my cat because y'all, this setup is not usually here. So y'all know how these cats are. They get all suspicious and everything. And my cats don't eat um table food for the most part. Only one of my cats does. So they're not worried about no seafood or anything like that. But she's just curious with what is going on. But so we're gonna get into it, yeah. We're gonna get into it. Y'all can see there what we got. All right, so these are purple potatoes. Y'all, I got everything but the egg. I totally forgot the egg. Mmm, so good. But I got scallops, extra potatoes, y'all. Okay, so this sauce is my butter sauce, garlic butter sauce. If y'all are familiar with juicy crab, and I know if y'all do smackalicious and all of that, y'all know the sauce is the winner. Got some lobster tails here, y'all. So welcome, welcome, y'all. Let me go out and see my comments, but I'm not gonna. Y'all know how it is with the when you're eating. And with these comment boards, I may not be able to look at the comments all the time. But yeah, traditionally, Naima, I do traditionally drink water when I fast. But for this particular fast, I am committed to no sugar, but it's not necessarily water. So I may do um coconut. I do coconut water. Um, I have done infused water, but it's not straight water as it is sometimes. Yes, the crab legs. And I told you, sir, don't. I just think that's so crazy, bro. You don't go on people's stuff and become some ugh. If it ain't your preference, you keep that to yourself. You and the missus. But I do, and this has actually been. It's been a long time since I've eaten crab, since I've prepared crab, eaten lobster. So y'all, this has been kind of fun. This has been definitely fun. And congratulations again, Sir Senior. Congratulations again. Got me some lemon there. Woo. See here. Mm. Yeah. Mhm. I like my sauce very garlicky. Mm. Mm-mm. I don't like talking junk. Sir Senior, I really don't. Mm-mm. I know that people enjoy banter. I just, I'm not too keen on it. Not always. Not really. Even my kids, I hate to hear my kids tease each other. But I gotta catch. I have to catch myself sometimes. My son is so funny. Y'all see that? That is, y'all know that's my homemade. That is pineapple lemonade. I got some lime there, some grapefruit, strawberries, of course pineapple. Wow, and that's so good. You let those flavors get in there. Got my shrimp. Got my shrimp. Y'all, I love seafood. I think it's only right because I was born in mm, I can see what people have the spoons now. Y'all, this is the first mukbang, seafood mukbang live I'm doing. I watch a lot of them, but this is the first one I'm doing. Mmm. Okay, so Harry, Triple O, welcome, brother. Says I've done the 30-day fast with just water and vegetable broth. I was about to get into some more fasting tips until I was distracted by your plate. um, well, so y'all know, so after today, maybe today and tomorrow, because I cooked a lot of seafood. I cooked a lot for this mukbang. And my eyes definitely were bigger than my stomach because I just haven't done a mukbang before, but I watch a lot of them, and I also y'all can see that, and I also y'all know I cook, so I was like, oh, I want to do this, this, and this, so I got a lot, so I'll probably refeed today and tomorrow, but I'll be back fasting Tuesday to Friday, Tuesday to Friday, and I'm doing it purposely, refasting, starting my fast again on Tuesday because that's a very big day. As y'all know, we're doing the walkthrough. I'm doing the walkthrough for the property, y'all, on Tuesday. So all prayers up. Y'all, this is just the mustard sauce. And I don't know, I don't see too many YouTubers or content creators do the mustard sauce when they're doing this broil. So y'all gonna be in for a treat today. And y'all, I I I don't know who told y'all wrong, but this how we do it over here. This is how I does it over here. I need that Tabasco. My daughter used to call when she was little. You gonna you gonna put Tabasco on it, mom? You gonna put Tabasco on it? I'd be like, man, what's the the Tabasco, the hot sauce? Yes, Tabasco. I don't know where she got the E and the Y from, y'all, but she used to call it Tabasco, not Tabasco, Tabasco. Y'all, this is so good. Mm. Hey, girl. All right. So let's get into the movie, y'all. So, have any of y'all seen Antebellum? I see y'all coming in here. We're gonna talk about it. So, y'all. Thank you so much for seeing her. Hit that like. Y'all know I'm about to buy a former plantation and manage it. Have my cafe there and some other cool things. I'm working with a lot of groups, y'all. I'm working with a lot of groups about what we're gonna be bringing to there. So I can't wait for y'all to see y'all what's going on. Y'all, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm getting stuffed already. Y'all, I'm telling y'all that. That mouth was those eyes was way bigger than the stomach. And we ain't even a good 30 minutes in or something. Child. That Tabasco is hitting. So I'm about to buy this for my plantation. So my recommended, because y'all know how YouTube does, y'all. Ain't nothing by way of coincidence. My recommended was Antebellum. Mm. If y'all know Antebellum, it's a Janelle Monáe movie. Well, it's a movie starring Janelle Monáe. And it's about a woman who gets transported into uh, a plantation. So I apologize in advance for any spoilers, but I'm just gonna say transparent. I mean, being transported may not be the best term. She wasn't transported; she was just taken to one. Mm. Oh, Coach Naima, you saw it. Great. Let's talk about it. Like I said, it's very convenient timing that it came on my feed. Feed, no pun intended, y'all. Mm. Because I'm about to buy a plantation and recreating slavery is not what I'm trying to do on it, y'all. So I think it was the ancestors' way of saying if it was even a thought, you don't want to do nothing like that. Because the kicker to Antebellum is, y'all, the whole for a good portion of the movie, you're just thinking of this as historical content. You're not thinking of this as you know, um current. Mm. Y'all, this is so fresh and so good. Groveade complements seafood particularly so well. Like I said, I haven't had crab meat and lobster in a while, but I routinely do shrimp and salmon and crab, and the Groveade complements that so well. Mm. So back to the movie. I think they did a good job I dropped that. Did y'all see that? I had a little splatter. They do a good job at tying in some of the current things of like disregard and disrespect. Like there was a scene when Monet, who's supposed to be an author, a well-known author and an activist, and I tell you, had she not been married in the movie and had a really good quality relationship with her husband, it would have aired on the side of her being a feminist. But she definitely wasn't. She was an activist, but she was a she was a cultural activist, right? And she was well known. So think of maybe like a female version of Cornel West. I think it's a pretty appropriate comparison because she also had this amazing hair. And I don't know if any of you have met Cornel West, but he's a scholar and he's a professor, author, but he's also a foreperson on race relations. And he was a guest speaker at a book fair in Miami. And man, I had the pleasure of meeting him. And y'all, y'all, I love me some smart man. I love me some smart men. And I'm not usually like celeb struck because I used to be a booking agent and a lot of other stuff. So I you know, I usually am not starstruck. But when I met Cornel West, and I had gone with my then boyfriend, my boyfriend slash fiance. And when we were leaving the speaking engagement, had a chance to meet him. Y'all, when I tell you I ran over there and like jumped in this man's arms, and I was like, I'm so sorry. He was like, don't you ever apologize for hugging me, sister. I love hugs. Y'all, I was just all over it. Um, so so she kind of has that notoriety in the movie, and even more so to that point, uh, in the movie when there are some more um prisoners brought to the plantation, one of them recognized her. You don't see that? That's a shallot hood. Yeah, I leave my vegetables chunky and intact. Mm-hmm. He said your plantation for reparations concept has me researching. Mm. Y'all, this is Harry Triple O. Y'all make sure y'all go to his channel, y'all. There are 46,300 plantations in the U.S. Most now tourist attractions. Yep, you're onto something. They need to give them all up. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And let me tell y'all that was also Harry Troll. You need to watch Antebellum. I tell you, I would love. I can't wait till we do our live together. We gonna do one together. We got to. We got to plan that for the new year. But they showed that her plantation being torn down. Nah, y'all. Nah, don't tear these things down, man. Let us have them because Let me tell you why these plantations don't need to be torn down. Let me tell y'all the number one reason why. Because black people are 4 times as likely to be homeless. I mean, 4 times likely to be evicted, 3 times as likely to be homeless than any other demographic. So, with all of these issues that we have with housing, and a lot of these plantations are intact. As you saw there, he said there are 46,000 plantations in the U.S. No. Mmm. I ain't gonna lie, Miss Oysters. Lobsters. I have. 嗯 So good. So they'll tell us, oh, okay, we can get rid of them because y'all are so triggered. Because they're so, they harbor such history, such brutal history. Meanwhile, they've been collecting taxes on these properties for hundreds of years. And as a matter of fact, mm, y'all, I have a couple of the actual whole garlics in there, and they have gotten like soft, so they can be smushy. I love that. But these properties now. Mm-hmm. Oh, hello, Sir, Mrs. Cercia. Y'all, we got a celeb in the building. Hello, Mrs. Cercia. Mm-hmm. We love to see it over here. We love to see it. We love to see that love. Stop it. Mm. So with that being said, we have the problem with housing, but yeah, we supposed to lead this movement to tear the housing down. Nah, no, and especially, what does that do for us when again, hundreds of years of taxes and if it's a traction, then payment for people that harbored slaves, work slaves, they've been collecting money all this time. But now that we close to getting this money, ah, let's just it's just so sad for you, but let's just tear it on down. Y'all, so what I do have instead of eggs is I have mushrooms. I got some baby portobellos. Mm-hmm. Right. Wow. Well, I'm gonna keep my prayers up for you, brother, because I don't want you to have to, be forced to quit. But I definitely do understand. Um, I am not vaxxed, and the show that I produce for, I'm able to not have to go to the studio. So, and we have a very small staff anyway, for that very reason. Yeah, I'm some stuff. Y'all, I gotta tell y'all, if my stomach was in my booty, it'd be no problem. I'd be able to eat crazy all the time. But my stomach is not. It's not as big as my butt, y'all. So that stomach is very small and it's shrinking. And especially because I have not eaten all day. And y'all know when you haven't eaten all day, the one meal that you eat is like everything. But I tell you what I will do. I will refill this beverage because y'all, it's nothing like it's been sitting for a little bit, right? When those fruits get in there, actually at the farmers market that I used to do in Coconut Grove, they used to refer to it as Courtney got that lemonade moonshine because I would just let it sit in there, you know, and it would just you could just taste every bit. Y'all, I even got in the bottom here. Mm, those are some red peppers. Mm. Oh my gosh, we've been spammed, y'all. Please, somebody block this bot. Y'all, they have never been here before, so that's how you know the disrespect is real because of the topic. Because of the topic. Somebody block this room. So my hands are too greasy to put it on these devices. Yeah, I'm about to pass out. All right, so back to the movie. So y'all know in real time, Janelle Monáe is, I believe she is a full lesbian. I don't think she even bi. I think she's a full lesbian. And I believe her girlfriend is the girl from Creed, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but she plays Janelle Monáe, that is, plays the heck out of this role of a wonderful mother and a partner. And I love that, when she hears her daughter's voice, when she hears her daughter's voice, y'all, something clicks. And I'm about to cry into this seafood boil right now because I know that feeling, Mom. So I'm gonna give y'all a little story time and do with it what you will. But um, y'all know my son was living with my ex husband for a couple of months, and it came a point where I had not heard from him in days, count them days, and y'all, I almost lost my mind. I'm not gonna lie, I almost lost my mind. I hadn't heard from him nor his father in a couple of days. And I was basically I was getting ready to get back down to Miami. You know, I was I was putting a posse together, man. Cause it ain't nothing like that. And so, in that particular part of the movie, I think also touched on the fact of what we must have felt like, you know, because this wasn't a situation where, well, this was an antebellum, but traditionally that situation ain't a, oh well, let me just go and get them. I mean, to just be torn from your families. And y'all, traditionally, it happened on New Year's Day. This is where debts were paid to other plantations, and they would um, sum it up. And also, it was a good time for them to trade and auction us off because we had been getting, fattened up during the Christmas holiday. So, whereas we were looking like the underfed, malnutrition people that we were up until, November, all month of December, they were sharing more food with us, but it was all a motive to fatten us up for the next plantation to make us look more appealing. So imagine how those families felt that they could not even dream of going after somebody, you know. There were some accounts, and y'all know I'm reading. I have it over there, but I don't want to touch it. Y'all get it dirty. But slavery in America, and I keep saying I'm gonna put the link on the description, but I'm really gonna do it. I'm really gonna do it. I'm gonna post this picture in my community tab, and I'm gonna put the copy of the book and the author, the team there, the research team, put this book together. Y'all, I am struggling. Okay, I want y'all to know I'm keeping this together for y'all, but I'm struggling. I am. I'm struggling. So, oh my God. So there were some accounts that people, you know, especially mothers, we would purposely get knocked out. Like it would look like it was a suicide attempt because that's basically what it was. We would purposely, and I say we, I mean mothers. And if y'all mother, you know what I'm talking about. We would purposely just get into these brawls in hopes that our life ended at that moment because it has. It has. These were not no, and that's why I say the brutality of slavery was something that we as a people too, we are not willing to fathom. We're not really willing to um imagine that. Because for you to have to really embrace what that was, what that felt like, what that did to us, then you know what? It makes it difficult to pay rent. It makes it difficult to go to these jobs and smile up in, you know, uh, Katie face. It makes it difficult to just dismiss and detach yourself and just be, into your Starbucks experience. It makes it difficult to just, um, celebrate the holidays just like anybody else. And that's why I feel it's the main reason why some of y'all don't want that. That's why y'all don't want it, man. Y'all are comfortable with uh your uh real tragedy. You're comfortable with the where you are now because to really embrace and entertain and recognize what our history is, it's it's not something of pride. It's not something to be proud of. It's not something to be um romantic. It's not something that can be romanticized. And so many of us would rather have something that we can romanticize. And that's unfortunate, y'all. Like, all of the particular movement that we're talking about, how slavery didn't exist, and so funny situation, y'all. This dude today gonna, and let me tell you one thing about me. One thing about me is I'm gonna read a book. One thing about me is I'm going to do some research. Like I'm a degree journalist. Like who you talking? Like somebody really came up against me today and was talking about, oh, I've never seen a slave. I've never seen a slave ship. You ever seen a rocket? I mean, with your own eyes. I grew up in Florida, so ships over to Nassau, NASA, not Nassau, but NASA, or routine. I've been inside the anti-gravity chamber. um, man, another story about that another day too. But I was we would have to they had these training like little pods, and um one person would be steering, the other person would be shooting. And so I was my partner was this girl named Beverly. This was at the modulation. Y'all know those type of systems. So this is when we were in seventh grade, yeah, seventh, eighth grade. And she was driving, she was steering, she was steering and guiding, and I was doing the shooting. And man, we did it. We did that thing. We was hitting some targets. We was hitting some targets. So they did things like that to engage with youth, you know. And now we had years later when Fourth of July came out, I was like, well, I know my shooting skills are on point. My shooting skills are on point. But yeah, we get so caught up in this whole slave ships. Then is this? You don't even realize how you've accepted everything else that they told us existed, but you're not gonna believe them on this. No, because they really don't wanna. They really don't wanna show us to be. You know, they don't want us to really know that we was kings and queens, and that's all we were. So how do we get to this state now? If we were kings and queens and that's all we ever were, how do we get to this state now? As our brother Palmetto Star said, and y'all know that's the author of Three Steps in Racism right now. Make sure you follow him, and the link to his book is actually available on my website as well. So definitely visit coloredonlycafe.com. But a lot of us came over here on slave ships. We came here as slaves. Because if not, explain to me how we went from it being indigenous and ruling this land to being turned over to third class citizens. I said my daddy is a U.S. Air Force vet. Both of my parents were educators. Were were educated before they became social workers. So these conversations were, frequent in my home. So my parents always kept their, 9 to 5 jobs respectfully. We had plenty of conversations about racism, classism, socialism, communism. My grandma brought the communism conversation. You know, I was young when they'd be having these conversations at the dinner table, so I couldn't get into it then. But I understand what they were talking about now. Yeah, and y'all, what I think also is something that we need to appreciate more is that I still think that we need to also realize, what this really meant. Now, my particular site, it's not set back far from the main road, but if you ever been on a plantation, I've like I said, this is not my first visit to a plantation. Um, there are many here in Georgia, many. But if you've ever been to a traditional plantation, they're set so far back from the road. It's so discouraging. It's really super discouraging because you just realize that once you get out the front door, once you get out of, you know, the property, the whatever you're staying in, whether it was and I don't even like to call the spaces cabins, man. I was in this one at this plantation in Boston, Virginia, and they said a family of 14 stayed in this thing. And when I tell y'all, this thing was like the size of a um. When I had my house in Florida, I had a really large master bedroom bathroom, and it was basically like two of those put together, if that. I mean, and it was a little it was like a hotel um worthy bathroom. So it was like maybe that, not even maybe two full, maybe that and a half. And 14 people lived in it. And I was there. and it's a it's a feeling and a pain that's indescribable. So, same, like I said, the same people that say, "Oh, we weren't slaves, and they were the slaves. They just don't want us to know our history." They've convinced us that we were. Y'all visit withoutsanctuary.org because they done did a hell of a job at retwisting history, if that is the case. That this is a complete catalog of lynchings. At one point in time, lynching paraphernalia and materials were distributed at church. Come on, somebody. At church. At churches. Once we wrap up here, y'all, we're going to go down and enjoy a good show. Of murder. And these promo materials, flyers, pamphlets, postcards were sold in stores. This was a nationally accepted phenomenon. And it wasn't until Ida B. Wells took this initiative outside of the United States and went on an anti-lynching campaign, speaking at different venues. It wasn't until people on the outside were basically looking, saying, "Hey, what are y'all? What are y'all doing?" This is when it became an issue. It's like that adage: if a tree falls down in the woods, does it make a sound? Does it make a sound to be heard? This country had no problem in any facility. Thank you, brother Harry Triple O. Thank you so much. Let me read your comment. Says, even as slaves, we had to show the white man how to do things. Everything that the white man takes credit for, I can tell you, the black man, our woman, they got it from. I agree. I agree. Thank you, saying teach, bruh. So, but we'll accept. I asked, brother, have you ever seen a rocket ship, a spaceship? Have you ever seen a dinosaur? Have you personally ever seen a dinosaur? So get on some high horse and go around touting that, bro. Get out, go around, get your coins together, get paid to speak on the fact that there was no such thing as dinosaurs. That was a figment created for people that, as y'all know, with the Big Bang Theory. With the Big Bang Theory. This is why there's no talk about dinosaurs in the Bible. So you got a valid argument there. How come I don't see these same people pushing that rhetoric? But you want to get up there and talk about, hey, Northern Belle, girl, where you been, sus? Happy New Year. But you want to get up there and tell me, you gonna ask me, tell me something you never seen a slave ship. Have I? Yes, I have, actually. Two exhibitions. One was in Philadelphia at the African American Museum. The other was in Chroma in Miami. Chroma was a gallery, and there was an expedition that was done sponsored by the Virginia Club. Um, and they're a group of black divers, and they discovered a ship, and this is all documented. And I met members of the exhibition team, and they had artifacts, they had tools, chains that were made to keep us at in the bows of the ship, nets, devices. And this is not these opportunities are there to see. These opportunities are there to witness. A lot of us don't want to. Let's just be honest. Let's just call it what it is. Because like I said, once you have that, once that matrix, once you're aware that you're in the matrix, you really realize what you're choosing at that point. That you're choosing. You're choosing to detach and distance yourself from that reality because emotionally you are not prepared. And also too, there's a, what do they call this? It's a mechanism. It's a survival mechanism because like I said, if you knew, how many of us would be so comfortable paying rent if we knew that the very grounds on which we pay rent on, uh, members of our family line, of our direct family line, were raped, were murdered, were brutalized on that very property. So, as I see it, there is more of an effort to keep us from that truth or the extent of that truth than there is to keep us from the knowledge of knowing that we were kings and queens and running them. Like I said, it's now that more people are becoming awakened. Now they talking about, oh, burn these, we need to burn these plantations down. Somebody actually told me that, it was months ago. They've since changed their tune, but yeah, that's what they were saying months ago. When I first was talking in some circles, because this conversation about plantations for reparations, this is something that has been building, but um, you know, I didn't have other groups involved. I didn't have other people involved in this initiative in its inception, but I was talking with certain groups, professors, scholars here and there. Like I said, since then, this gentleman has changed his tune, and he is has pledged support. But no, when I first started, they were like, "Oh, we need to be burning these things down." Wow, thousands of us need housing. We gonna burn housing down? Because truth be told, y'all, these are well kept. A lot of these are well kept facilities. They're well kept. The government will keep them intact. But now we talking about, hey, let's come. Right? They're called paddy wagons. I love that, Harry. I love that. But now that we talking about, hey, let's get these. Oh yeah, maybe they should. They just need to be destroyed because it's such a trigger. You ain't care about it being no trigger. What you cared about the fact that what, now that people want them, we would have access to the type of capital, the type of money that brings in. So now all of a sudden, yeah, we just need to be destroying these things. Y'all, come on, let's wake up. Let's wake up. So y'all, as y'all can see, I'm no good. I am no good. Really was hoping this was gonna go a whole lot better. I thought I was gonna eat a whole lot more. Y'all, I still have lobster left. These mushrooms were so good. These peppers were so good. Shrimp. Yeah, I only get Argentinian and Patagonian red shrimp. Those are the only shrimp I get. I don't eat any other kind. I don't eat any other kind. You can miss me with those other kind. I don't like them. The royal reds have a sweet under flavor. Mm. So, in conclusion, do I recommend the movie? Yes, I do. Mm. If you're still here, Harry, the plantation I'm looking at is about 20 acres. 12 of it is completely farmable land. 12.5 acres is farmable land. And then it's an additional, the rest of the property is housing structures. They have the main house and then they have a split level cabin. Hmm. Perfect. The troll is back. Your friend is back, Harry. Please block this man. Please block this man. Harry, you're modded up, right? I gave you a torch. Because I cannot, my hands are so greasy. They're disgusting. I can't get to my device. I'm gonna try. But the moral of the story is, y'all, with Antebellum, I think the same thing with life in general. Um, just in general, the moral of the story is if you do not confront your past, if you do not confront your past, you will be doomed to repeat it. Because even Janelle Monáe, right? She was very comfortable with her life. Her life. She was too comfortable. You know, even though she knew and she was aware that racism was definitely staring her in her face. She was aware of classism being a thing. She was aware of all of this. But what she wasn't aware of is that how she was still vulnerable. Even in the midst of being aware, there's still vulnerability there. And just because you can stay up in a nice hotel and that you've been doing speaking engagements and you can fly and this and that, don't be confused. This stuff is still right here in your face. The threat is real, the danger is real, and it's right here in our face. But we're choosing not to address it because we're looking at this as historical. We're looking at this as, you know, an independent situation when we are living with this right here in real time today. And you need to conduct yourself accordingly. Your head does need to be on swivel. You do need to be questioning who, what, where. And you need to be ready at a moment's notice to go to war. It's just that important, y'all. It's just that important. I'm gonna tune this back up to my face. Y'all see me now? Y'all, I'm about um 3 months pregnant with a food baby. I don't even want to stand up and show y'all my stomach, y'all, because that really does happen to my stomach. My children can even tell you, and this is always happens because like I say, I fast very regularly. when I fast and then I start, eating again, when I refeed, y'all, that stomach be no joke. And it goes right there too, cause I don't have a stomach. I have loose skin, things like that, but I don't have like um fat stomach. So when I eat, after not eating for a couple of days, oh, it's all stomach. It's all food. Like I said, if my stomach was in my booty, y'all, I could go for days. But no, my stomach is small. I'm pretty sure I have an abnormally sized stomach. I'm pretty sure. I'm talking about like the actual stomach. These corn, fresh. I don't do frozen corn, y'all. You got fresh corn. My daughter's chuck. Y'all, these purple potatoes, please get into it, y'all. They are so delicious. See that? That's your actual color. Y'all remember me, I like color. It is it man, after all, the color only cafe. I like color. Colorful foods just taste different. They hit different. Y'all, if you're on TikTok, go ahead and follow me there. I am colored only Courtney. Mm, y'all, I mean, I hate that I have to stop. I do have to stop though, but because I'm just eating, just like I'm about to cry. I am. I'm just eating to be eating, y'all. Everything is so good. It's so fresh. It's just so good. Scallops, mushroom, potatoes, shrimp, lobster, crab, corn, peppers. I hope I didn't disappoint y'all too much. Next week, we get a sponsor. We'll do it again next week. Y'all send me the movie that you want to do. I'm gonna put that up in the community tab, and we will commence. And y'all, I owe y'all another video from the movie from the community tab. We're going to be talking in my next video that I post, not live, but next video that I post. We're talking about why the real reason why we aren't uniting as Black content creators. The real reason why we aren't, uniting from my point of view, anyway. Y'all can take with it what you need from it. But one thing about me, I've lived a lot of places. And I've seen things of consistency that go on amongst us everywhere I've lived. Mm. Y'all have so many story times. I'm so backed up, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Um, because like I said, my life has been really getting things in order for this purchase, right? Just spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, just getting prepared for this. But y'all, just some I've had a couple of dating situations or some um I don't want to say dating, but some prospect situations that just have turned. They've just been weird, bro. They've just been weird. And I know I'm just getting older, so I just really don't have the time. But they have been really weird. Um. Oh, great. KW Don is here. Welcome, welcome. Sorry I didn't see that earlier. I would have said hello. And where's Wisdom? You see, Wisdom is here. So, all right, I'm about to wrap up, y'all. This has been about a full hour. Yeah, this is all I can do. I could have stopped being a failure at these mukbangs, y'all, but the thing of it is that, like I said, this is a refeeding. This is a refeeding. So coming off of a refeeding with this is not. It ain't never gonna be. But y'all, I that's literally the last 15 years, almost 20 years. That's literally how I conduct myself. It is with routine fast. So with routine fast, it's always gonna be like, okay, these just like refeedings, routine fast, routine feedings, and at my longest, I go on fast for about 28 days. 28 days. Um, I've only done that successfully 3 times in my history of fasting, though. So in a span of 15 years, I've only successfully done month-long fast 3 times. 3 times. Um, so and the time between the first two was 8 years. Oh, it was 8 years. It was 8 years before I even did a successful one after doing the first one. The first one that I did was no joke. Legit. Legit. I lost 28 days, I lost 21 pounds. It was, I look back at that and I don't even know how I did it. Um, oh, I know how I did. I know the reason why I say I don't know how I did it because like I wasn't rocking with God like how I am now, y'all. I wasn't. I was like doing it more so because I had just become I had just separated from the job that I worked as a personal fitness consultant, and I wanted to keep myself, in my best shape. I didn't want people to see me and they'd be like, "Dang, they see you looking bad, they'd be like, "Oh, you must have gotten fired," or "Dang, what happened to you?" or "You must be having a baby." I didn't want any of that to be true. So, I went on. That was my first ever attempt. It was my first ever attempt, and I did it for 28 days, and it was amazing. It was like I just got stronger every day. And y'all, and not only did I do a fast during that time, but I was working out. I was running. I was working out 3 times a day, 4 days a week. I was swimming daily. I was swimming daily, even on days when we weren't working out. My babies are great swimmers, and so they were just getting into it at that age. That was my daughter was about 6. My son was about 4. We were swimming every day. Even when it rained, we still went out there and caught the swim. We stayed in a condo community, and literally the pool was in both condo communities that I've stayed in, both of them, the pools were right outside of our door. Like, so it was like having a personal pool. But at this particular condo, it was like um it was it was our townhome condo. It was the parking lot where the cars were parked, and then the pool was on the other side of the parking structure, the parking lot. But in the last one that we were at in Miami, literally the pool was right outside our front door. you know, it literally was. Literally was. It was front door, come out, sidewalk, pool. Um, so just was swimming a lot, jogging, running, booty ballet, um, the bar. I had a makeshift little dance studio in my in the home, and so I was doing the bar exercises, body rock. So needless to say, like I said, I was just all the way going with it, and fasting was just a part of that physical. Now it's spiritual. It's definitely a whole lot more spiritual, and I'm getting in my journal more than I am just looking to for a place to, another workout to run through. I'm doing writing exercises. So with that being said, um, certain things get attracted to you when you're in these seasons in your life. And there were just a couple of situations where I thought, wow, this is great timing. This is going to pan out really nicely. And I mean, in a matter of a couple of days, the situations were like, what is going on? What is going on? But we'll be catching up. We'll be catching up. I'll definitely be, hopefully I'll be able to have some mental space cleared soon, and I'll be able to do a couple of videos and just start uploading them for you guys. But I just want to again tell y'all that I have really appreciated everyone that's been a part of this journey, everyone that has supported. As you all know, tonight's mukbang is sponsored by Big Heart Housing, where literally tonight um, we helped a family get a hotel stay extended, and so y'all, when I tell y'all I do this for real, even this, even though I may fail at these mukbangs, y'all, but the movement is my heart. It really is. It's my heart. Um, Brother Malcolm, y'all know Brother Malcolm over there on the wall. Absolutely. Okay. And I have I have really found comfort with being able to connect with people that are ready for revolution, because revolution is the only solution. And if you don't know, now you know. Yeah, I've been listening to some good new music. Um, like I said, follow me on TikTok. That's my newest social media platform. That is colored only Courtney. You can also find me on Instagram. That Instagram is colored only cafe. And of course, group glow up. And last but not least, y'all know what to do. Become a member of coloredonlycafe.com, where you have not only access to the best of cuisine, but the best conversations regarding our culture, our community, and our nation. So, with that being said, child Omega out. Yeah, I feel like just putting my face right down in here. I ain't gonna lie. I do not know how people do these mukbangs with such consistency. Because y'all, first of all, with me, it's never gonna be an eating out situation because I hate eating out. And for all of y'all alphabet community, do with that what you will. I hate eating out, so I like cooking. I prefer cooking. I just can't do it. And y'all, I legitimately want to do it. Y'all, it's so much food here. Promise y'all, if y'all was here in Atlanta, I would sure be like, hey, let me drop you the pin. Let me drop you the pin and y'all just come on over. Get some of this goodness. But thank y'all for being a part. This is my first ever mukbang live. If y'all want to see some more of this, please let me know. And like I said, as long as I get a sponsor, we in this thing. Yeah, this type of thing. This is, and I saw somebody did say this actually, where they were like, "Oh, people just it's like something about this everything being there. You just want to just keep peeling and just keep popping and just keep doing your thing, but you can't. You gotta stop, y'all. I'm gonna stop this, but I do love y'all. Check the community tab. I'll be pinning in not just the information about what we discussed regarding the books, regarding the slave ship exhibitions, um, just basically a recap. It'll all be in the community tab, but I'll also be putting in the community tab. You can suggest what movie we review next week or next time, because we are definitely going to be doing movies and mukbang, our story time and seafood, however way, whatever y'all decide. Just let me know. Just let me know so I can join in, making sure I'm not giving y'all no content y'all don't care nothing about. Yeah, I just burped and it felt like I was about to hurl. So I'm gonna go. Y'all make plans to come to Atlanta. Wrong pipe. Wrong pipe. Until next time, y'all know what to do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and glow up.